Hello. Oh my god, voice crack. Great way to start. Hello, welcome to GSR Tier 2, Round 6 here at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. Currently, 10:43 left in the session. Chungus goat on pole so far. Last week in Tier 2, we were at Singapore. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we were at Singapore. Yes, we were. I was right. So we were at Singapore last week. Chungus, who is currently on pole, brought home the win with JSE Graham, P2, and JRT Snowy rounding out the podium. Rounding out the top 10, you had Archery 4th, Davis 5th, Just Dylan Boy 6th, Rapid Extreme 7th, ETSR Jimbo 8th, PV9 Magic 9th, and ETSR Sharpie bringing the final point. Point standings very, very close between the top, pretty much between the top 7, really. JC Graham currently leads by 1, Davis 2K7. And then Graham leads Chungus by 4, leads Cameron by 9, leads Riles by 9, and then leads Jimbo by 10 and Snowy by 11. Those are the top 7 in points. The rest of the top 10, PV9 Magic 8, 23 points back. ETSR Jarves is 9th. He's 25 points back, along with ETSR Sharpie in 10th, also 25 points back. So, Italy is a good track, but there are some parts of this track that could be deadly, including Ascari and Parabolica. There's always a bunch of incidents that happen there, so it'll be something to watch out for. 8:25 left. Find someone on a lap. Davis is on a lap. Let's watch the Haas. Like I said, second in points, 1 point behind JC Graham. First, Chungus Goat already a 6/10 gap on pole already. I just saw that. Oh, Davis has a horrible Ascari. HDV Ties, I think, just went 4th. He did. Not a bad lap. Graham is invalidated. He's gonna bring it back down. Let's see. Who's also on lap? Alright, ETSR Jarves. On a lap goes P8. Not a bad lap for the AlphaTauri. TTM Rossi goes P11. Caught that out of my eye. F1 boy who has a 5-place grid penalty for an incident that happened before the stream started in turn 1. So he will get a 5-place grid penalty. Let's see where he'll be currently without that 5-place grid penalty. So 10th. Not a bad sector 2 for Abrar, now coming into Parabolica. Beautiful Parabolica. To the line, F1 boy goes P7, 119.0. So everyone from second to, well, now third. Elite Snipes now goes second. Davis went 9th. Only one yet to settle at, Charity Snowy. Who's on a lap? Jimbo's coming to start one. PB9 Magic's on a lap. We'll watch PB9 Magic into Parabolic. Or, I just said Parabolic, my bad. Scary. Did show Purple Sector 2. Oh, he gets in the grass a little bit. On the straight. Now into Parabolica he goes. Oh, and he runs wide. He's going to lose some time there. But goes third. Not a bad lap from the reserve. I will say PB9 Magic has showed race after race that he can run in the top 10. And he can run in the 7 points. And yet has still not been signed. I think his signing is to come for PB9 Magic. Alright, who else is on a lap? See JSC Graham is, so is Sharpie. Watch Sharpie. 6/10 up is Sharpie. This could be pole. If Sharpie doesn't mess up here, this could be pole for GSR Sharpie. Into Parabolica he goes. Beautiful Parabolica. GSR Sharpie, is this pole position? It is. By just over a half a tenth. He beats Chungus. But everyone's getting ready to start their final laps. Chungus is on an out lap. So we'll see if he can take his pole position back. And Graham went P3, I just saw that. KDX on an out lap. Cameron's on a lap coming out of Scary, 4.5 tenths up. This could be a decent lap for Cameron. This could put him P4. Out of Parabolica he goes. To the line, it is 4th fastest for the McLaren driver. I think that's it for everyone on current laps. Striker's on one, but he's going to abort. Chungus is on one. Let's watch Chungus as everyone is on out laps and in the pits. And Chungus is back down already. Alright. Graham with a beautiful... Oh, Graham's out of fuel. And Davis is out. Okay. Well, that's not going to be a great start for the Haas. But... Oh, I don't know. Here comes his teammate can start a lap. We got an AlphaTauri that's Elite Snipes to start a lap. Williams, Riles starting a lap. Who else do we have? We have a run. Is that Chungus coming to start a lap? That is. Here's Chungus to start a lap. So everyone's starting their final laps. We got, that's a Ferrari. KDX goes 4th fastest. 118.5, my fault. He might be able to get another lap, and if he can back, nah, he's gonna be out of fuel. That's the Racing Point PB9 Magic. Did he improve? Well, I think he's coming to start a lap. Next driver across the line will be the Haas of Can coming around Parabolica. Where will he put his Haas? He will put it P7. F1 boy retires. AlphaTauri coming to the line. That's Elite Snipes. to start another lap. There's a Williams, that was Riles. I think he finished a lap. Behind him, that's a Red Bull. That's Rapid starting a lap. Then there was a Racing Point, I think, TTM Rossi starting a lap. So, let's see. Was that Striker to start a lap? Red Bull Snowy to start a lap. McLaren Jimbo to start a lap. So they're all starting their final laps. Here comes, that's a Racing Point, that's PV9 Magic. To the line, that's P5 for PV9 Magic. Behind him, that's an AlphaTauri of Jarves, goes P9. PV9 Magic's out. Mercedes, that's Graham, stays P3. It's Ferrari, it's KDX, he's out of fuel. Racing Point of Rossi. No. I don't know. I'm dumb. AlphaTauri, that's Snipes, across the line, stays P5. Red Bull, that's Rapid Extreme. Gonna go P13. Next, Riles, he's gonna come into the pits. TTM Rossi, P16. JSR Snowy retires, yet did not put a lap. Cameron stays P7. We got Striker coming to the line. Striker's gonna go P14. Behind him, McLaren, ETSR Jimbo. Here comes Jimbo to the line. Jimbo stays P18. Behind him, it's going to be ETSR Jarves. I think he'll be the final driver other than Chungus to set laps. Jarves to the line, P8. Here comes Chungus. Can Chungus? No, he cannot. Chungus cannot, so it's going to be ETSR Sharpie on pole with a 1:18.2. Not a bad lap there from ETSR Sharpie. So, your grid will be row 1, ETSR Sharpie and Chungus Goat. Row 2, JC Graham and KDX. Row 3, Elite Snipes, PV9 Magic. Row 4, Cameron and ETSR Jarves. Row 5, Pecan, HTV Ties. Row 6 will be Davis 2K7 and Rapid Extreme. Row 7 will be Striker and Archie. Row 8 will be GSR Riles and F1 Boy. Row 9 will be TTM Rossi and Jimbo. And on the final grid spot will be JRT Snowy. Hoping to be an entertaining race for today. Last night, Tier 1 had a crazy race, but it was a fun race. And then Tier 4 was, it was a mess. I'm gonna be honest. But this is Tier 2, one of the most entertaining tiers to watch this season, I will say. Hopefully they put on another show here today. Waiting for everyone to get on the grid for the formation lap. There it is. Now the formation lap is underway. Alright, so I'm going to pick a couple favorites. I'm going to start out with Chungus Goat. Last week's winner has really showed his pace. You know, as of recent, starting second, couldn't quite take pole from Sharpie there at the end, but I think if Chungus can get a great jump off the line, play the strategy well, and keep it clean on track limits, I think Chungus could take this one away. Next, I'm gonna go KDX P4. KDX has been not here as of recent. He's been missing a couple races, been busy. He makes his return in the Ferrari. Can KDX pick up where he left off at Bahrain and run up in the podium? I'm gonna go Davis P11, the first driver on the mediums. Davis can show his pace. He showed it before. Now on the mediums, can he play the strategy perfectly? And one more, I'm gonna go. Where do I wanna go? I'm gonna do JRT Snowy, P20. Or well, technically P19. Snowy has definitely showed pace, but has been unlucky. Couldn't set a qualifying time. He invalidated all of them. Can JRT Snowy show his pace to get up and hopefully bring some points? So those are my drivers to watch. Everyone now getting ready to come up to the grid. Sharpie was on pole by, or is on pole by half a tenth. KDX and PB9 Magic has collided. Interesting. Alright, well, everyone now lining up on the grid. This is going to be one entertaining race, no doubt. I was waiting for the 5 lights. The 5 red lights are upon us. Revs are edging, and we are underway here for the Italian Grand Prix. Great start by Jumpy, oh my god, Sharpie clears Chungus, but Chungus is going to fight around on the outside. Some contact into turn 1. Chungus is going to take the lead. Sharpie gets in the grass a little bit. They're now stacked up behind him. Sharpie with a horrible start. Chungus now leads. JC Graham in second. Battle for third between KDX and Cameron. In a crazy start, Archie has already gained so many positions. We got a car running wide that's HTV ties into the gravel. Oh, and there's a mess that happened behind him. Bunch of cars with a bunch of contact. But just like that, we're set. Chungus with a great start. M's 8 tenths already over Graham. Cameron third. KDX running fourth. Elite Snipes right there. Oh, and Cameron's around in a Ascari. Cameron's out. Let's be in VSC. Unlucky for Cameron. I was on board with him and just lost. Looked like he lost the rear out of Ascari, which can happen. I know yesterday at Tier 4 my car was sideways a lot. That could have been what happened here. But let's check positions gained. Now hold on, that's not right because Striker should not be in first place. Archie though, and neither should Jimbo. Oh Jesus! In this grid, please change, please. But anyway, Chungus, Graham, KDX, Elite Snipes, they all gained a spot. I don't know, I'll go back to that once the grid is. But Chungus now leading over JC Graham. KDX now runs third with Cameron Spinning out of Ascari. Elite Snipes 4. Sharpie will be 5th. PB9 Magic 6. Davis has gained a couple spots. He's gained 2 spots on the medium. Still the highest medium runner. Hopefully he can stay like... Okay, there we go. The grid's now back to what it should be. We got a battle for 6th here. Archie and PB9 Magic. Archie's going to stay in front for now. A bunch of fastest laps coming through. Sharpie, who did not have the greatest start. It's currently 5th, but did set the fastest lap, so he's ready to show off his pace. A little bit of a battle here. KDX and Elite Snipes for P3. Interesting, it's yellow flags. That's Jimbo. That's in Ascari. Both McLarens now. Both McLarens spun in back-to-back laps. Unlucky for the McLaren drivers today. That's definitely not what they wanted. Especially battling in the constructors, which I just realized I forgot to mention. Let me go do that real quick. Alright, so Tier 2 constructors, Haas leading 6 points over McLaren, but Haas will most likely gain a little bit. Speaking of Haas, Buchanan looks like he got sideways or something. Davis gets by him and grabs him. Graham first penalty. But to round out constructors, Williams 24 points behind. Renault is 27 points behind. Red Bull 35 points behind. Alfa Romeo 43 points behind. And then AlphaTauri Racing Point, both 54 points behind. And then Ferrari is 67 points behind. Alright, so back to the race. JC Graham, Chungus goat. Chungus now leading 1.4 seconds. Graham now has a mirror full of the Ferrari of KDX Breyer. Graham was the first driver, like I said, to pick up a 3-second time penalty, and is also having a deer. Oh, almost sideways there. KDX had a worst scar you could have. Elite Snipes gets past KDX now. Now moves Elite Snipes up to P3. Further on behind, Rapid Striker battling. JRT Snow gained 9 spots so far. A great start by him. Davis now gaining on Jar, too far back. Up in front, KDX gets past Elite Snipes, and now Sharpie wants to do the same. Oh, this is going to be close. Sharpie lets off, but Elite Snipes is going to send it, and around goes Elite Snipes. So now, unlucky for Elite Snipes, drops all the way back to 10th. Still in the points, but definitely have to make a lot more work to do. Davis now in the DRS range again of ETSR jars. Still too far back to make the move. But Chungus now 2.2 over Graham, which is definitely unlucky. Not unlucky, sorry. Which is definitely showing now Chungus has maybe the best pace in this tier. KDX now trying to do everything he can to gain back on Graham after the contact with Elite Snipes. Davis now. He's been trying to work on jars for a little bit now. Just too far back to make any moves. Starting to have a couple small DRS trains. ETSR jars. Picks up a penalty. It's the second driver to do so. Got Archie gaining on Sharpie. Down into Ascari. Hope to maybe set a move. Oh, and Archie gets a 3-second, runs wide out of Ascari and picks up a 3-second time penalty for 12th. Striker and Rapid. Rapid gets past Striker. Davis now DRS activated, overtake engaged. Both him and Jarvis getting into the grass there. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Yellow flag up ahead. I don't know what just happened with Jarvis and Davis. Davis was trying to make a move, and it looks like maybe Jarvis wasn't giving him enough. I don't know. That now has Davis's teammate and Elite Snipes and JRT Snowy back into this. A little DRS train here for the 7th place. But Chungus now 2.8. Striker picks up at 3-second. Elite Snipes picks up a 3-second now. Ooh, horrible scar for Davis here. That's going to allow his teammate, who doesn't have a lot of ERS, to try and overtake. KDX barely within that DRS range of JSE Graham. Just a couple DRS trains. Davis, Jarvis. Davis tried to go around the outside, make the move. Oh, great run out of the first couple corners. Here comes Davis now around the outside of Jarvis. Completes the move, but here comes Jarvis. Jarvis is going to fight back. Is Jarvis going to send it? He does. But, oh, a little bit of contact there. Buchanan now gets past Jarvis. So now both Haas's move up a spot. Jarvis moves down 2. But now here comes Jarvis. All over Buchanan, DRS activated. Again, back to the DRS train. But here comes Buchanan. Buchanan's going to send it into Ascari. And it's going to... Smart not to. Sharpie's out. Right at the end of Ascari. Is that going to be a safety car? It doesn't look like it will. Here comes Jars now on the inside of Buchanan. Oh, they make contact. JRT Snowy gets by both of them. And safety car's out. So now, some of these guys pit. Davis pits. Definitely the most shocking one out of all of them. Pit, but he will. So they're all going to go to the hard, so they can. I mean, the hards can make it. Granted, they won't feel the best, but they can make it. So we'll see how this turns out for the guys who pitted. Some guys went on to the mediums, like Ties, like Cam, like Elite Snipes. Went to the mediums. Striker, Davis, Jars to the hards. So this will be entertaining to see what happens here. Now, question is, will the leaders, I assume, will pit, because I think they passed the pits when the safety car came out. Now, let's see what happens here. Does Chungus come in? Chungus does come in. Graham comes in. KDX comes in. Archie comes in. PV9 Magic comes in. Now, does Snowy on the medium stay out? He does. It's rapid. So we're gonna have a Red Bull 1-2 here. Very interesting. So very interesting. Both of the Red Bulls stay out, also with Rossi and F1 Boy. So those four stay out. Chungus separates the Red Bulls from the other two. So this will be interesting to see how Chungus takes these two in front. Maybe if he wants to be aggressive, get past both of them quickly. Or does he want to like let off and not be aggressive, knowing that they both still have to pit? I mean, his closest competition is JSC Graham, who's 6th, 3 spots behind him. So this will be interesting to see what happens here. But unlucky for ETSR Sharpie, he got pulled. He had the most horrible start. And then was working his way back up and spun right out of the scarring. So unlucky for the Alfa Romeo team. One of their drivers wrecked out. The other one, though, Archie, could still bring home some decent points. So that is what the Alfa Romeo team is going to hope for. So safety car will not be in this time, which I thought. So we still have to wait for the Williams of Riles. So most likely we will go next time. So what confuses me, Davis, Jarves, Striker on the hards. Everyone else is on mediums. That pitted. So, what's happening here? Archie. Okay. They've gotten off situated. But the hard runners, I mean, they can make it, but maybe they think they want to take the safe route. Maybe they think some of these medium runners will, possibly puncture out. We can, we'll be able to, eventually we'll be able to see. So, let's see. Eight drivers currently with a penalty. Safety car will come in this lap. 8 drivers with a penalty. I believe they all have 3 seconds. Striker actually has 8, so he has an extra 5 seconds. But every other one with a penalty is 3 seconds. So we'll see how this turns out. But JRT Snowy will lead the field. McCann 5 second. Severe collision. Davis got a severe collision. Davis got hit from behind, so I think Davis will be able to get his removed. So we'll see how that turns out. But our green, and PV9 Magic had really sent it almost and collected Archie, but KDX gets by JC Graham. So that's a new second place. Chungus gets past Rapid. But here comes Rapid, gonna look to the inside. But will not do anything. TTM Rossi now trying to get past Rapid. Oh, Rapid very squarely coming out of the second Lesmo. So can Rossi clear Rapid? Rapid lets off. Smart move. That's TTM Rossi up to third, but these four still have to pit. KDX currently net P2. So in his return, he could bring home a podium, which would be great for the Ferrari team because they have not had the best of luck at ever. So that would be great points for the Ferrari team. Meanwhile, behind them, pretty much just a DRS train. Archie thought he was thinking about Graham, but thinks better of the big DRS train. Really, Elite Snipes is in the pits, goes to the softs. Both AlphaTauris having trouble. Looks up another 3 seconds. So that's the first driver with 2 track limit penalties. Oh, F1 boy. I don't know what happened with him, but something happened to F1 boy that got him super sideways, and he's going to lose a couple spots. Almost, cuts right in front of Striker. But glad to see no one's wrecked out. HDV ties PV9 Magic battling for P9. So that now moves everyone up a spot. KDX all over the rear of Rapid. Rapid still has yet to pit. DRS enabled. Can KDX get past Rapid Extreme? KDX is going to go to the inside. Late braking, but I think... Oh, a little bit of contact there, but I think might be able to get the move done. No, not quite. Rapid will hold on to it for now. Rapid really holding up KDX and everyone behind. So we'll see how long it'll take. Graham gets another 3 seconds. Looks like Rossi gets in the gravel. So KDX really getting held up by these guys, but does have DRS here, but Rapid has it in front of him, so not what KDX wants. If he wants to get past these guys and stay in front of Graham. Oh, that's JRT Snowy running wide. And that's now another driver that's going to be in KDX's way. So really unlucky, and it's really helping. Oh, and Ross is around in Parabolica. That's weird. Red Bull's now battling. Here comes KDX now. KDX still trying to look to get by Rapid and just can't get by him. Rapid's really holding the KDX, and it's allowing Graham to gain, and it's allowing Chungus to absolutely continue to pull away. So very unlucky for the Ferraris. He has to absolutely get past here. Because now Archie is now all over JC Graham. And this is now Pool Davis and PV9 Magic and HDV ties. So now it's a DRS train from 2nd to 9th. Rapid. That's a 3-second time penalty. these two Red Bulls still have to pit. So one of them pit now. Rapid does. So that's finally one Red Bull out of the way for KDX. So definitely helping him. But now he wants to try and get around the other Red Bulls so he doesn't have to worry cars in front of him. 5.1 seconds is the gap from Chungus to Snowy. So Chungus, unless he messes up significant, oh, and KDX is at 3 seconds. But if Chungus messes up severely, then I think Chungus is going to win this race. KDX picks up a 3-second penalty. And Davis, something happened to Davis because he lost a couple spots. I just realized that. So now PV9 Magic technically is net P2. So if he can stay in that DRS train. But now in front of him, KDX trying everything he can to get around Snowy. But he just can't get around him, and it's Graham's all over the rear. So now Snowy pits, but and Snowy speeds. The question is now, has the damage been done to KDX and has been held up tremendously with now Graham and a bunch of drivers behind. There's now a gap between Ties and Davis, so the DRS train has split. So now it's just KDX, Ram, Archie, and Ties and Magic. Sorry, Chungus 3 seconds. Not really going to affect anything, to be honest, unless another safety car comes out at the end. PV9 Magic was just at 100% ERS, so he's got the ERS to play. So now let me see. Leader, so Ties is just around that 3-second range. Ties, or PV9 Magic, is within 3 seconds of KDX. As they're good old Archie Graham. That's gonna like Graham cut the corner. A little bit of contact there. And now KDX is going to pull away. Here comes Archie and Graham now battling. Oh, and Graham forces Archie in the grass and forces them to cut the corner, and Archie gets a 3-second. Now they're all over each other. Pause. Definitely, that might be looked at by the stewards. Now PV9 Magic's gonna get. Oh, and there's so much happening. So much just happened there with Archie and PV9 Magic and Graham. So now PV9 Magic is in prime position for P2 off of penalties. PV9 Magic now on Archie. It's PV9 now up to the podium spot on track and will get P2 off of penalties as it looks. And Riles gets past Davis. I don't think those hards are working. So definitely not what they would like. Graham now. Graham in the DRS range of Archie. These two are going to battle again. No, not quite, maybe. Chungus has absolutely just blown the field out of proportion. Graham gets past Archie. But now here comes Archie. Gonna fight back, and Archie forces himself and makes more contact with Graham. That's a 5 second for Graham, but that's gonna get taken away. And Archie now has fallen back to Graham's teammate Ties, 5th, with more contact with Archie. This now allows Riles to possibly in the DRS range of Archie. Yeah, it's pretty much just spread out now for now. Just up here, Davis and Riles battling. You got teammates battling, Rapid and Snowy for PLA. Could be interesting. Only drivers without a penalty, Ties and PV9 Magic. So, and PV9 Magic doesn't want a penalty. Because as of now, he brings it on P2. Although, if he does get a penalty, he probably will. Actually, no. Yeah, he would still be P3, I believe. Graham picks up another 3-second time penalty. Share to Snowy, 3 seconds. PV9 and Graham both trying to gain on KDX for P2. Archie picks up a 3 second. I believe that's 9 seconds for him now. Riles gets a little sideways out of Ascari. That's not going to allow Davis to pull up to the rear. I don't think those hards are working. Not the greatest of calls for the guys on the hard runners. Now Davis, DRS activated. Doesn't use his overtake, but looks to the inside, but won't make the move. That's Riles on the P7. You got Ties and Archie now, still battling for that 5th spot. Not quite anything there. And we started the battle. PV9 or KDX is now pulled out of the 1 second DRS range, so he doesn't have to worry about PV9 Magic for now. But PV9 Magic might have to start worrying about Graham, because Graham has DRS and is now within that 1 second DRS range. But for how long? But not anymore. Graham gets very sideways into Ascari, and that will drop him out of the 1 second range. Archie now. Archie and Ties battling a yellow flag, a striker out of Ascari. Archie now with DRS and the overtake button engaged will now look to battle We'll now look around the outside of Ty's, but Ty's just going to stick it around the inside. Big locker for Ty's. A little bit of combat there. Ty's holds on to the spot, but Archie's not going to let him pull, but Ty's is going to hold on to the spot. Here comes Archie now around the outside and cuts the corner. Almost like the Graham and Archie incident from a couple laps ago. But speaking of a couple laps, there is only a couple laps to go. There's a yellow flag. That's ETSR jars. And that's a safety car. That might have been a purpose safety car. But now guys are going to pit for some softs. Don't know if this is the smartest strat, to be honest. I would have just stayed out for track position, because you're only going to have 2 laps to go. Yeah, I don't think this was the smartest strat for some of these guys. It's not what I would have done, but we'll see how. Yeah, I don't know if that was the perfect strat, but we'll see how those fresh softs will compare to the top 8, sorry. Snow and Rapid are on softs, but I don't know if they will. No, they should be able to make it to the end. What am I talking about? This now could possibly help Ties if he can somehow stay within that 3-second range of Chungus, which is definitely possible. Oh, never mind, because he's going to get held up by jars. I'm not shocked. Okay, well. I think the safety car will come in. Yeah, the safety car is going to come in this time. So yep, safety car in this time. Some of these guys aren't going to make it. So people like Davis isn't going to make it, I don't think, so that's not going to help him. So we have the top 8. KDX will make it. F1 Boy will make it. Even on Magic Rouse might make it. But I don't think Davis is going to make it. Yep. They won't. Green they go. Chungus waits till the very end. And we're going to start by Archie. Oh, and Archie just murders the field. And then Graham just took out Chungus. What just happened? Chungus now just got cost out of a win. I'm so lost. KDX is gonna make it 3 wide? Are you joking? And off goes Striker. I have no idea what is happening here. Someone please tell me. Well, Ty's got a penalty, so it's gonna be between Ty's and Chungus for this win, I guess. I don't know. That was a mess of a start. JC Graham, another 3 second. I don't know. And Davis is around. Well, of course. Yeah, I don't know. This race is this is an absolute joke. Absolute joke. And Ty's isn't even in the lead anymore. So now Chungus is gonna win this race. KDX trying to get around Snowy. Fuck, Snowy's just braked. I'm so lost, dude. Someone please tell me. I love to know. I may sound mad, but that's because I am. And Snowy with another 3 seconds. I don't even know who's gonna finish where at this point. All I know is the top 2 is gonna be Chungus and KDX as of right now. So now, out of the final corner, Chungus is gonna win the Italian Grand Prix. Davis or KDX, oh my god, KDX second. Ties will bring PV9 Magic will bring it home P3 with no penalties. Ties 4th, F1 Boy 5th, Miles 6th, Snowy 7th, Archie 8th, Buchanan 9th, and Rapid will bring up. I don't even know anymore. I just Chungus doesn't have a mic, so I gotta invite. Oh my god. What the f... Alright, I'm trying to process what the f just went on. I don't even know at this point. So the only driver who joined for interviews was our second place man, KDX. So that's who we're going to talk to. So, KDX, P2 after, I don't understand what the restart was. Oh my god. So P2, you did pit for softs under that last safety car, which to be honest, I thought was going to be a mistake, but for track position, but obviously that went out the window. I mean, I guess is your race? I don't even know what to say. And Archie murdered Field into turn 1. Murdered Graham. Graham cut the track. Almost wrecked Chungus. Nah, I don't even know. Well, your first race back from a few races missed. And you're back on the podium. Do you feel like you can, obviously, with the races missed, you might not be able to take the championship, but do you feel like you can, maybe stick it in the top 5 for championship? Well, that's confidence of a real driver. So, thank you. Congrats on your P2. PV9 Magic, you got a mic, right?
Yeah, I got my mic on.
Alright, so make sure your audio is included. So, PV9 Magic, after a crazy spinal safety car restart, you're bringing home P3, the only driver with no penalties, which, first of all, congratulations on that. And then congratulations on your P3 podium. How was your point of view of that final safety car restart?
Complete joke. Complete joke. First of all, the second horse, not Davis. What's his name? Buchan, whatever his name is.
Buchan.
Yeah, Buchan. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He died it in on the F1 boy person, and then broke his own wing, and then he persuades to cut me off when I had like a full wing and had newer tires, which made no sense. And then he let me go after like the 5th turn. That was so stupid. And then I don't know what happened between me and KDX and the formation lap. I apologize to him on that. Same with what's his name, Riles. Riles and Red Bull. I forgot what's his name. I apologize to him. Yeah,
My audio's fine.
yeah, KDX. I apologize for that formation lap incident, but yeah, otherwise that was a complete joke.
I mean, the race was a complete joke.
Yeah, that
Especially
I don't
the last restart,
understand.
that's what happens when you got people who think that they can just go from last to first in a lap.
I mean, I'm happy
Yeah.
with the P3, but that was stupid by I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah.
That whole race was just. And my audio wasn't included. Of my life.
Yeah, let's restart this. Yeah. Restart it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna restart interviews real quick because I botted up like a complete bot.
Yes, sir.
That may be. Oh my. Well,
I have my mic and my audio unclear. That's weird.
well, all I'm gonna say is congratulations to you guys for your podiums. Congratulations on Chungus for the win. I don't know if the whole stream heard my voice throughout the race. I'm gonna assume it did. If not, then oh well, you didn't miss
Nice
much.
Yeah.
You just missed me
Yeah.
calling people bots and idiots and stuff like that. But anyways, thank you. Oh my god, my voice cracked, dude.
I'm actually glad
I'm just,
I'm actually glad Chungus won and KDX and me got P2 and P3 because we were P2 and P3 and what's it called?